This week on In the Garage, we're picking cool cars from Bring a Trailer.
I like it.
Wow.
All right, first car.
1965 Chevrolet Corvette Coupe L78 396 425 4-speed.
Ooh,
Wow.
I picked this for you guys because
good. Side pipes.
I don't know if it's a big block, but it's not. It's bigger than
396.
normal.
Yep.
It's got side pipes.
It's good math.
It's got a hard top.
Black.
It's black. I actually kind of like it, even though I don't want to.
Mm-hmm. It's won awards.
Refurbished in the mid-90s. Black over white and black interior.
I mean, I would have it. If that was in my driveway, I wouldn't be sad.
I think that's pretty nifty.
I mean, I'd prefer it if it had the right engine and was green and didn't have stupid side pipes, but whatever.
Oh, silly side pipes, you say?
In point of fact, I said stupid, but whatever.
Those are great.
Wow. White seats.
Yeah, I even like it. 4-speed. Bring it on. 130,000 smackaroonies.
Sold for.
Well, that's a nice example, isn't it?
That's a pretty nice example, yeah.
I mean, it's restored like 40 years ago.
Yeah.
Well, if
They didn't even unwrap the ribbon?
if it's been well kept for those 40 years, it doesn't really matter how long ago it was.
And you might be able to pass that off as original.
Right.
It looks lowered,
Sure does.
which is approved.
It is.
I like those wheels.
It's got camber in the rear.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't like anything about this.
You don't think you don't like anything about this?
I don't like anything about
That's
that.
a weird way
Was
of
that enough
saying,
negatives?
I think I like this.
You should say, I think I like this.
Yeah, I think I like it.
There you go.
Only thing I don't like is it's got an award.
Well,
Yeah.
put that in
It's an old award.
put that in a closet and pretend it doesn't exist. Do we have any video of it running or sound?
Maybe. Good picture.
Probably goes blah, 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 blah.
Well, one would hope with big engine and side pipes that it would go blah, 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 blah.
That's
blah,
where you
blah,
want to
blah,
sit, right there.
blah. Behind the steering wheel?
Yep.
That was a
And,
really
and directly
good
in front of the pedals?
Yep.
Sure.
You don't want to be a passenger in that when Bear's driving.
You're right. I don't have an argument with that statement.
I hope someone does a burnout. I hope this is a launch.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. It sounds exactly like my Corvette.
Maybe not exactly. That sounds like a big block.
It sounds less rattly
Yours sounds like a small block.
with a bunch of loose shit.
Where's it loose?
I mean, the time I drove it,
Wow.
Well, I mean, it was kind of missing the interior.
I wonder if that's as tractory.
Probably. I bet you slide around in that thing a little more.
Yeah. You would definitely slide around on that. Pretty cool.
Right?
I like it.
Yeah.
Next.
Good choice. Oh, God.
Holy come on.
Modified 1975 Cushman Truckster.
Yeah, because those are terrible stock.
Those deck screws.
Okay,
It's
so
got the towing mirrors.
I don't think this is good. I do kind of like it.
You know what this needs?
You know, what we haven't seen is one of these ever before, and so I thought, why not?
It needs one of those orange octagon wooden candle things out front as a headlight instead of a headlight.
Orange octagon wooden candle things. Bear, I
no
need
idea what he's
help
talking about.
understanding what the hell that is.
You know those octagonal wall sconces from the 70s that are made out of wood and they had the orange candles in them, orange candle bulbs?
You say that like that's a thing we all have experience with, and I think that might just be a thing your grandma
They've been
had.
in... Remember the wagon wheel from Road America?
Uh-huh.
The lights in that place.
Sure.
That's what this needs.
I don't remember the
Yep.
lights in that place. What I remember about that place was how hilarious the salad bar was because, I mean,
It had a bacon gravy.
it had some lettuce on it, but nothing really salady. And that it was a prime rib place that was delicious.
Oh, yeah. Prime rib is good.
Anyway, this thing, I don't like
That's
I don't
got a
like Woodies, and
Is that
I
a
don't like
frunk?
three-wheel cars like this. But I think it's kind of interesting in a dumb way.
Needs more Hayabusa.
It probably
more wheels.
needs less what it is.
Yeah, probably more wheels.
More mower. I feel like it needs some sort of attachment.
All right.
I don't remember what it went for. I don't think it was much.
$3,500.
There you go.
Fair.
Nope.
I mean, obviously Corvette.
Okay.
Okay, 2016 BMW R1200 with RS with Roku sidecar.
Ruko.
Whatever. I think this thing's kind of interesting because it looks like it has car tires on it. As a motorcycle, it's got a weirdly car-ish brake. Haven't seen anything like this, so I thought, what the hell? Why not?
What a goofball. Why would they make it like that?
Well, because it's now got three wheels.
It doesn't lean in corners anymore.
Because it's got that thing on the side. But
Couldn't you take it off?
yeah, but then you'd probably want to put motorcycle
Probably.
Yeah.
on it.
Interesting.
I don't know, it seemed kind of
The brakes are goofy.
racy to me.
And the steering is kind of goofy.
It's a lot of goofy things.
Yeah, the steering's whack.
I mean, look at this picture.
Yeah, this is all goof.
There's just a lot of goofy things, and I kind of like it.
It's like they put the back of the motorcycle in the front and said, yep.
It's interesting, at least.
Is that an engineering experiment that got released to the public?
I believe this was probably
Was that a backup camera?
a race thing.
That's a backup camera. A race thing?
No, definitely not a race
way.
thing.
No? Okay.
That's a touring thing.
All right. Well, I don't desire to have it, but I thought it was interesting.
Wow.
Has an additional 5-gallon tank in the sidecar.
Of Molotov cocktails?
So you don't have to
Just
stop
fuel.
as often.
Yep.
What is that? Is that the suspension for the sidecar or the motorcycle?
Which one?
The one hanging off the side of the thing.
It's in the front, and the sidecar doesn't need any front suspension, so they have changed the
This?
whole front
That's front suspension.
thing. It's no longer really a motorcycle in that respect.
So I'm guessing you can't take the sidecar off this.
You probably can, but you wouldn't want to.
Well, and you'd probably have to do some things before you can really make it go again.
That's why you probably wouldn't want to.
Yeah.
All the wheels match.
Yeah, but
Yep.
they're all bolted on in different directions. I don't like
Interesting.
any of it.
I don't want it. It's interesting.
Was that a parking brake?
Nah.
Did I not see a second caliper there?
Do you see second caliber?
Not there. In the front one.
Some motorcycles have two calipers on the rotor.
Yeah.
I think that's one big
It's got a
caliper with
parking
lots of
brake.
bolts.
No, there's a back one.
There's a back one too.
Okay, well, it could be a parking brake.
I don't know what's going on there.
It's weird.
Is that the drift mode for the front? Maybe that's the endo button.
Maybe that's extra braking for the sidecar.
Is there no brakes on the sidecar?
For the fat.
doesn't-
There's
it's got
brakes
brakes
over
too.
there.
Well, you know what? I don't know what that is.
Jeez. I hate this
To
thing.
be fair,
Every living being
to
of
be
my
fair,
body.
you've
Sold
never
for
seen anything.
$26,000.
You've never seen anything like this before.
Yeah. Confused. Don't like it.
I mean, I vote Corvette, but
Confused, doesn't like it.
all right. Mercedes-Benz SSK Count Trussi recreation. This is a Mercedes that I like
Oh, yeah.
because I think it's good looking.
I think it looks great.
Sold for $260,000.
That's a
Well, you know,
bargain.
it's a Mercedes, so it
That's
costs too
another
much.
John Cena car. Wow. I think his car collection has got to be awesome. He's got some good picks that sold on here.
Well, it might not be
Oh,
awesome.
was this a Cena?
Yeah.
It might
look.
not be awesome anymore.
Well, maybe not anymore, but he's got like all the best recreations of everything. Which means he can
Yeah.
drive the hell out of them.
Yep. And he has good taste in those.
Yeah.
I would not want to own the original version of this.
Oh,
Right.
no.
Because
Exactly.
I would
want this
feel
one.
very bad about driving it on a street with a bunch of morons. I would be willing to drive that on a street with a bunch of morons as long as it was insured for enough to replace it. Because, whatever.
Yeah. Would you replace it, though?
How you gonna
with the
replace
exact
it?
same thing?
I'll have somebody build another one.
Would you? I think
might
I'd just
cost
take
more
I'd just take the check.
Yeah, I bet you they wouldn't pay to replace that.
Well, you could have agreed value,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but I don't know that if that got totaled, I don't think I'd want another one.
Anyway, I think it's pretty cool and I would have it.
It's cool.
Huh.
It's cool enough. I don't know about the price, but it's still...
Well, it's twice as much as that Corvette, which is a cool Corvette, but there are how many of these in the world?
Well,
Don't know.
Not very many, I would guess.
I'm going to guess this one and the real one.
That could be.
I mean, it's a company that built replicas, so they may have built more than one of these.
Right?
yeah, I'm sure there's a couple of these floating around.
Well, they do a great job.
What's the
Go ahead.
engine? Straight six?
It's a M186.
Oh, yeah, the M186.
Since you're a Mercedes expert, you should know exactly what that came out of
Mm-hmm.
and its displacement.
Yep.
In that one
Go ahead.
picture, it looks blue.
Oh, it's black.
I know it's black, but in there was one picture in which it looked blue.
I like the spring clamps.
That's crazy.
What's its displacement?
Well, it's a M187.
6, I believe.
Displacement, not replacement.
Well, it's just, it's a little bigger, than normal.
Normal
It's got
what?
a dent.
I think that's an aluminum body.
Is that disc brakes? Ooh,
I mean,
Willwoods.
if you're going to have that made, why wouldn't you have it have good brakes?
Oh, it's got ECU modes.
Yeah. That's not ECU modes.
Is that timing advancement?
Yeah, I believe so.
Now that we've made it up to the Alps, we can retard the timing a little bit because the air's thin.
Sure. It's got a spare tire.
Uh-huh.
There's the M186
a most inefficient way.
It's just pure classic.
with a magneto
Yeah.
and a couple carbs. It's pretty cool.
Yep.
I like it.
That is nice.
Do you like that more than the Vet?
No.
Well, I do, but
Do you?
yeah,
Why?
because I would have that just as it is. Like, if somebody said, hey, you can have this if you want it, I would go, great, drop it off, or I'll come get it, or whatever. That Vet is not the Vet that I would want. If I'm going to have a Vet, that's not the one I want. I'd have that one, but I'd rather have a different one.
Which part of the Vet is not what you like?
The engine, the side pipes, and the color.
No big blocks. So this side pipes on this are okay.
Yeah, and they're not really side pipes according to last week.
Last week?
Yeah.
Huh?
I'm with the Corvette on this one.
That's your choice.
I mean, that's neat, but I don't know. I feel like that wouldn't be that fun of a drive.
We couldn't
More
drive that
than-
in the rain.
More than twice.
That's possible.
Yeah, I mean,
1968 BMW R62 with Stibe sidecar. I love that green. I love the Stibe sidecar a lot. That's like my favorite. If I was going to have a sidecar, that's what I'd want. And I think that's just about perfect
I knew you'd pick this.
yeah, well, that's fine.
Were there two of these for sale this week?
It was on there twice. It was the same thing. One was bid to $22,000, and then this one sold. I'm guessing somebody screwed up the auction, so they just like transferred it or something.
Weird.
Yeah. Anyway, I think that's great. and I would put my dogs in the sidecar and put little fucking pickle hubs on them, and that would be hilarious.
I mean, as a sidecar, that's pretty evil.
Evil?
Yep.
I think they made those for a long time because you see those on more modern bikes. Not necessarily with the big swoopy fender. It got a little less swoopy, but the basic sort of aluminum Zeppelin thing was retained. But I think I would have that just as it is.
Huh.
I mean,
that's pretty cool.
It's not going to be fast. And obviously with the sidecar, you're not leaning into turns, but just as not a pedestrian, but
it's got a spotlight.
A Toodle. Maybe it was a police bike at one point.
It's a 2-stroke?
Okay. No. It's a BMW.
I don't know what that means.
600cc.
Post-twin.
Mm-hmm. It's all Korean to me.
Okay.
German would make more sense.
Yeah.
But, whatever.
Whatever you're into.
Yep.
Anywho, I like this better than the Corvette. I know you don't.
Seriously?
Yeah, way better.
It's missing a wheel.
It's perfect. I know you don't agree.
I definitely don't agree.
Do what you got to do.
No, I mean, the other one had side pipes.
Yeah.
And a big block. All right.
Soren?
I don't believe this is me at all.
Oh.
1971 Volkswagen Beetle Roadster. So,
Future Shock Roadster.
The reason I picked this is because I saw this in the magazine when it was new.
Oh, really?
Freshly built.
In 1993 when you were 12?
Yep.
Were you 12 in 1993?
Was it VW
I don't
and
know.
Porsche?
No, it was in VW Trends, I think.
Oh, yeah. VW
And it
Trends.
was quite the deal. It was on the cover and everything.
Those are interesting wheels, certainly for
It's very interesting
1971.
build.
No, it's a 93 is when they built it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Those are less interesting for 93.
That's period correct.
Pretty 93.
For 93.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
I think it was.
As are the seats.
Yep.
I'm trying to find
graphics.
something positive to say. And,
It looks like someone's done something with the seats.
You haven't found it yet?
well, they took the terrible color out of the seats, which I approve of.
What?
They might have taken the terrible decals.
They're
off the
Camaro
door.
seats. Look at that speaker system.
Does it no longer have that yellow awful decal on it?
I think it's faded all to hell. At least it was kind of white. It was kind of milked out on the one side.
It's not a terrible color.
It's 1641, man.
I don't care.
Custom painted case.
Sure, the paint match is nice.
Yeah.
I don't like the doors. I don't like the roll bar. I don't
What
like
doors?
the whatever. Where the doors.
You don't
would
like
be.
the roll bar?
I don't like the
Not like that.
decals.
Stylized.
I don't really like the wheels. There's a lot of things not to like.
If it was a 93, you'd love it.
I don't think I would like that in 93.
What year did Super Beetle come out? Like 3 or 4?
72,
2?
I think. 71.
Oh, this is a 71.
It was in the 70s.
What distinguished the Super Beetle?
It's got McPherson struts in the front, right?
Yep.
And so that's got the Super Beetle engine cover. The Super Beetles had like terrible, gigantic taillights, which this one doesn't have.
Yeah, didn't they have big turn signals too on the fenders?
Yeah. Everything was just bigger. So this must have been the first year Super Beetle.
Well, I'm going to
Really?
vote for the Corvette.
I'm going to guess. Because it's got this, it's a Super Beetle deck lid. And trunk.
Does not have struts.
Weird. Maybe they entangled some stuff.
It's custom, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
What does it use for springs?
Torsion.
On the
bars.
front? Torsion bars.
Hmm.
Well,
And
rear,
on the back.
And on the back, yeah.
Oh. I hate Beetles even more than I thought I did.
Why?
Simple.
Oh, torsion bars.
I don't care for that as a way to spring your car.
Why?
Because I don't.
They're springs.
You have no reason.
I don't want to argue about it. I just don't like it.
Okay. Don't get him mad, Bear.
Drum brakes.
Yep.
Original.
Okie dokie.
Thought that was kind of a pool piece of nostalgia.
Sure. But is it better than a 65 big block side pipes 4-speed Corvette?
No.
No.
I thought it was cool. To be honest, I didn't see the Corvette. 2004 Audi S4 Avant, 6-speed with a supercharger in Nagaro blue. Haven't looked at this car at all.
Sold for $16,500.
Oh, we didn't see what the Beetle sold for, or if it even
20.
sold.
It's good blue.
Was it 29?
The Beetle?
Yeah.
No idea.
Wow.
I had a hard time seeing it.
It's blinding you with awesomeness.
Well, it's only been a few hours ago that I looked through Bring a Trailer and I didn't see it then. So I'm assuming my brain just refuses to accept that such a thing exists.
Right. Well, this is probably about perfect. I hope it's got Nagaro blue interior.
It says black silk,
it's
Napa leather,
silver.
and silver.
Yeah. Which isn't bad. My favorite combo would be Nagaro over Nagaro.
Huh.
I don't know that I've ever seen one of these with a supercharger on it.
How does the Nagaro leather age? Because I could see that aging poorly.
Probably.
You might be better off with
ages
black.
better than the silver.
Well, it's silver, though. In the centers.
The silver, the Nagaro would be, the silver would be blue. It would make it look like the inside of your favorite car, Soren.
I'm just saying you might have a better lasting interior that way.
Weird.
It's like they don't want you to see anything in it.
No.
Here's some plastic.
You don't really see the supercharger, do you?
No.
Because this is it.
Yeah. I didn't. Yeah. It's the first one of these I've seen. Interesting. I wonder what kind of power it makes. Miltech exhaust.
Well, what are those stock?
3. Well, the RS4 was 420.
This is an S4.
So, yeah.
I think these are like 300.
Sure.
Horsepowers?
320.
And it's a 4.2
Well,
liter
there's
V8.
some road tests down there. The CTSV. Can't read any of that.
And some weird Mercedes.
I'm full of not caring.
Doop-de-doop-de-doop-de-doop. Not enough to be on that page. Oh,
There we go.
that's
That's the
Mercedes.
Mercedes. Number 3. Wow.
Dun, dun, dun. They've picked a terrible color.
340. 302 foot-pounds.
Well, that's not too bad.
Uh-uh.
Well, supercharging's got a...
Yeah. I bet you with the supercharger, it's 400.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like the way those look. Those have been growing on me, especially in Avant. You don't see those in it. I love that color. I think 16.5 is a pretty damn good price for that.
Okay.
Weird. Short shifting, 2nd through 4th.
Yeah.
Like the wheels,
Wheels I'm not in love with.
I don't hate them.
they're better than the factory ones.
I
Maybe.
like the blue.
You don't like the blue?
I do like the blue.
So do I.
I like that it's a station wagon.
Yeah.
I like the Corvette better. I I have no interest in dealing with the Audiness of an Audi.
Yeah, I was going to
Well,
say
there's
I could see owning that, but man, would that be better or worse than my X5M?
Worse.
No way.
Yeah,
It's a manual.
Aren't the timing chains over here?
I mean,
Don't you have to
yes.
remove the front to change the oil and
no.
yeah, service position?
Doesn't it have a gear drive for the air conditioning compressor?
There might be a wobbly drive shaft somewhere in there.
Uh huh.
It doesn't seem like a terrible idea.
Right. See?
With a drive shaft?
Yeah.
Where's it's just got a separate drive shaft?
It's got a drive. No, there's a gear drive off the back of the engine. That has the timing chain drives another gear that drives another chain that drives another gear that has an output shaft that has a little drive shaft with CV joints that goes to the air conditioning compressor.
Oh, that does seem like a terrible idea. Just driving
because the air conditioning compressor didn't fit back there, so they got to put it up front.
Just driving the air conditioner with a gear instead of a belt doesn't seem like a terrible idea. That does seem complicated, and
That's how it's done.
Okay, this or a Corvette?
This is significantly cheaper and I'd drive it more.
And
it probably makes the same horsepower.
oh, it makes more.
I don't know about more.
This or a Corvette?
Well,
Soren,
Corvette.
Bear,
Audi.
over the Corvette.
Yeah, I picked it.
Delete.
Well, since nobody liked that Euro car, here's a 1994 BMW 850 CSI Euro spec.
Euro.
Black.
It seems really cheap.
Yep, 57,000. V12, manual, pop-up headlights. Probably none of that works. Oh, that's why. It's got 143,000 miles on it. I don't know. Still seems cheap though, doesn't it? For a black on black 850 CSI?
Yeah,
Those are not great wheels.
Excuse you.
those are great wheels. How dare you?
I like those wheels.
No, I don't.
These pictures look like they were taken in the 90s.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse you.
Huh.
Maybe I do like those wheels, and those are just shitty pictures.
They're called throwing stars.
Because I normally like throwing stars.
You have to like them.
I'll try to get a better chair.
Just
Oh,
quit
blame
moving.
it on the chair.
Yeah.
Huh?
Just quit moving.
I'm not going to quit moving.
Do these explode?
I mean, they have their issues.
Oh, the undercarriage was dry ice cleaned and then polished.
Raw drive.
Hope this is good. Let's not look at the old bird guy.
The old bird guy.
Thank you.
That's not nice, Bear. He does look a little bit like the bald eagle on the Muppet Show, but that's still not nice.
Nobody cares who the guy is. Oh, he's getting passed. It's slow.
By a motorcycle.
That was a slow motorcycle. What are we? This is the word. I hate raw driving videos. Please, if you're selling a car on Bring a Trailer and you're going to make a driving video, take a couple hints from the avant-garde guys and drive the damn car, please.
Also, just mount a camera to the headrest or something.
Yeah, and not stare at whoever's driving it.
Well,
That sounded creaky and clackety.
You know, generally, I like those a lot, and I'm not
there's a better picture of the throwing stars.
feeling very moved by this one.
Yeah, those are pretty wide in the back. That's pretty good.
It gives me a dilemma. I guess I'll go first. CSI.
Here we go.
Bear.
Huh?
Pick one.
Man, I really liked my blue wagon.
That's irrelevant. It's not
I
what's
know.
being picked.
I mean, this has got pop-up headlights. I guess so does the Corvette.
It does. They're both black.
They both have good pop-up.
Manual
pop-up
transmissions.
Yeah. This one's got more gears, more windows, more cylinders, less side pipes, less cubes? No, more cubes.
Oh,
No,
it has more
way
cubes.
Less cubes.
Yep.
Yeah, about 25% less, I think.
Boy, it really sucks the Corvette has a trophy. If it didn't have a trophy on it, I'd drive the hell out of that thing.
What does that matter?
I guess, I don't know.
The trophy is optional. You can just not use it.
I'd probably go... Wow. No. Soren, you go.
No.
Yeah.
You've debated for like 14 minutes. You
I'm
should
still
just...
debating.
Well, I like the Corvette better, but and normally I like these, but this one doesn't appeal to me particularly. I don't think I like the Euro part of it.
I feel like that's probably the good part.
It is. It's got bigger brakes and rear wheel steering and
Kilometers.
Rear wheel steering.
active
I'm out.
rear axle kinematics.
No, you were giving me crap about my drive shaft driven AC pump.
Yeah, but I
And
think
you've got
it's
all-wheel-
rear wheel steering like the Nissan one, where you can just put a link there and it doesn't have that anymore.
Right? I don't know. I'm kind of going to go with Soren on this, which is odd. I think I'd smile more in the Corvette.
Oh, you can definitely do more burnouts in the Corvette.
Yeah. They'd probably get driven about the same amount.
$57,000 black on black 850 CSI.
There's got to be something really wrong with it.
It's everybody's saying what a smoking deal. Great buy. Wish I could have bid on this one.
I feel like the maintenance on this is going to be kind of awful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But the maintenance on a Corvette like that's always going to be cheap, especially if you don't care about your trophies.
Yeah. Oh, it's got M on the pad of the rotor.
Uh-huh.
Fancy pantsy. Yeah, I think I'm Corvette on this one.
Wow.
All right, next.
2007 Aston Martin V8 Vantage Coupe with a 6-speed. Sold for $19,500 smackaroonies.
Because that's more than the last maintenance on it.
No, it's not.
I bet you it
No,
is.
it's less than the last maintenance on it.
No,
That's what I meant. Sorry, I said that backwards.
He said
it's
that-
black. The only thing I see wrong with it, I haven't looked at any of this other than right now.
What's that green?
It's got a green stripe on it. That's the only thing wrong with it.
But it's only on the trunk,
No, it's on the hood too, I think.
but not the roof,
I have no idea.
because it looked like it wasn't on the roof. It was declared a total loss by the insurance company following a non-collision damage because
Blood.
it's too expensive to repair.
$19,500.
and an accident. The hood's been replaced.
Yeah.
Brake lights and turn signal indicators don't work.
Tartan interior. Soren's favorite.
I do like that, but I don't want that car.
Why not?
It doesn't work already, and once you fix that, it'll not work more and differently.
It's literally junk.
Some
Can't
state
tell me that.
has declared it to be junk.
The title says it's junk.
Listen here.
7 owners in how many years?
70?
18?
18 years.
Maybe 17.
I mean, do you really need an Aston Martin for more than 2 years at a time?
You probably can't afford it.
I can imagine. All right, just for fun. Any invoices? Nope.
Yeah.
All right, Corvette.
They've caught on.
Soren.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, Corvette. All right, if that Aston wasn't good for you. 2022 Aston Martin Vantage GT8R race car. Sold for a little bit more, $145,000.
Okay. I saw this earlier. What do you do with it?
I'm trying to work that out. I'm going to say WRL, but I don't know how.
It's not a GT4 car.
I don't know where this falls into their GT range. Is it above a GT4?
Yeah.
Okay.
I know what I would do with it.
What?
Let someone else buy it.
Well, yeah.
So it was built for the SP8T class.
Right. I read that. I didn't know where.
Unique splitter, dive planes, adjustable rear wing.
But it's below a GT3.
Uh-huh.
Because I thought maybe it was below a GT4 or something, like the 235s or whatever.
I do like the color scheme.
Yeah.
Larger rear wing, reduced weight.
Soren, can you stop moving around in your chair, please?
That was Riley. Still is.
Don't blame the innocent dog.
He's not innocent.
It's got 2 seats, Soren.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
I don't want that.
It's got a backup cam. You could daily this.
Even assuming that you could.
It's an automatic. It's got.
If you take something that's
Air
unreliable and
conditioning.
expensive and then you make it into a race car, it's now
This is
more
reliable. This
unreliable
is
and
Mercedes
expensive.
powered.
It is Mercedes powered.
This is unbreakable.
Yeah, but is it still going to be like $1,500 for a headlight and $300 for an oil filter and blah blah blah?
No,
blah,
oil
blah.
filters are going to be cheap. The headlights are still
Yeah, those are going to be
going to be
expensive.
thousands of dollars.
So
But any headlight these days Soren, is expensive.
I don't want it.
If you buy any car other than a Subaru or anything Japanese, your headlights are going to be astronomically expensive.
I don't want it.
So do you modify it so it's a GT4 again
Maybe if that's all you got to do, change the wing and splitter and stuff.
and add weight?
I mean, you're going to have to detune the hell out of it to go to WRL anyway.
So
See, that's why.
let's say about this. Can I just go up and do a track day at Mid-Ohio and run it around and crash into something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so it has a purpose, I
Yeah.
suppose.
I mean, you could run that in NASA.
Yeah, you could run it in NASA.
Yeah, but I don't want to deal with all that regulations and
Yeah, you run it super unlimited.
still
No regulations.
too much shit.
What?
You would get.
No shit is too much.
So there's a lot of I don't want to deal with. I just want to be able to like go drive around on track, crash into a wall. I don't want to have to deal with rules.
I guess it's either that or just take it to HSR and do, their endurance stuff.
Or you could go with my original plan, which is just not buy it. Which is, I think, the best plan.
What? It's cool though.
It's pretty cool.
It's good. Look at all that Motec stuff. It's got so many things. And chill out. I want to chill out so bad.
What?
It's like a cool soup box, but it doesn't take water or ice.
Is it electrically powered?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Soren, Corvette,
Yes.
or Vantage
Corvette.
GT8R. Bear, Corvette, or Vantage GT8R.
I feel like I'd drive them the same amount.
You wouldn't, because you can't drive that one to work.
Or here.
Why would I drive the
Or
Corvette
here.
to work?
Or just up and down Riverside.
Or
I
even
bet
up and down
you. I
Riverside.
bet you I could put a plate on that.
Could you?
You could,
I
but
bet
it
you
wouldn't
I
be
could.
legal.
They couldn't catch me.
I got a box of plates at home. You can
Yep.
you can borrow one and put it on there, but
You just take one right off of the Tahoe and put it on.
Yeah. I could buy that totaled Aston Martin we just looked at.
Yep.
Take the plates off of that. Put it on
Okay.
this
So your answer is
Aston Martin.
okay. I got to go Corvette on that one.
ooh.
All right. We're into mine. This
What?
is where the good stuff is.
I hope so because it's not looking very good.
What? 1998 Honda Civic Type R. Sold for $20,000.
White on race? Oh, white on white? I mean...
I feel like that's a thing you're not supposed to say. I don't know why.
White on red.
The wheels are white.
It's
Type
disconcerting that the paint color and the wheel color are close but not the same. Mm-hmm. I don't like that. And this is right-hand drive.
Yeah.
It's
Type R.
You picked it.
Yeah, but I can go buy a Honda Type R now that isn't. It is better.
These are my favorite Civics. This body. Mm-hmm. Is this an EK hatch?
It's either that or an EG. I don't know what the things are.
I think the Type R Civic is neat.
Yep.
Like the Type R Integra of the same generation.
Yeah. I'd have both of them.
And I think it'd be cool to have both of them.
I think I like the Integra a little more. Actually, did you know the Integras are lighter than these?
Than a Civic Type R?
Uh-huh.
I don't believe you.
An Integra being an Acura?
Yep.
Which is also a Honda?
Mm-hmm. I don't believe that's true.
Well, just try and prove me wrong.
I mean, that could be figured out. Do we want to do that? Do we care?
I don't know.
I've just been
now
challenged.
People know what we've been Googling for the last 30 minutes.
What have we been Googling?
Dirty Harry movies, apparently.
Willow Springs.
All right. Hang in there, Soren. Come back to you.
Googling.
EK. It is an EK.
Googling.
Weighs
Googling.
2315 to 2359. Remember those numbers.
2315 to 2359.
Googling.
Actually, no, he's Wikipediaing.
Enhance.
That's B18C, right?
Mm-hmm.
The lightest one is 2436.
See?
Which is, at minimum, 100
pounds?
121 pounds
heavier.
Yeah, but that was for the American one. Yep.
Nope.
Can we go back to what we were doing before?
Now we know.
Soren, we're allowed to have these little side tracks.
We can, yeah. It's decided.
Is it?
I think we decided that.
How about if you let
Bear's wrong?
Us decide when we're ready to go back?
Well, I was just asking if we could because...
I mean, we're allowed to go back.
To.
We're just scrolling down to nothing.
Scrolling down to check what else is on there.
So basically, these are 100 pounds lighter than the Acura Integra Type R.
Because they're less luxurious, probably.
So unlike Soren, I would own one of these. Probably wouldn't drive it a lot.
I'd own one from the last 10 years.
What?
Huh?
They didn't do a Type R in the last... Well...
They did do a Type R in the last 10 years.
That's a totally different thing.
Yeah, but I like that.
That's a lot faster than this.
Right.
What do you do with it? Autocross it?
Who, me?
Yep.
I don't know. I think that's the car you have in the collection. I don't know how to do a whole lot with it.
It's got a PIA.
Yeah.
Radiator cap.
All right. Corvette. Civic Type R.
These things do pull at my strings.
Corvette.
20 grand.
Did you say Corvette, Soren?
I did.
Well, we can't hear you over you moving around in your chair.
That would be Riley moving around in his chair.
Doing dog things.
He's doing the same thing Elias does, which is circling, looking to see if the chair changes.
Yep. It doesn't.
Jeez.
Bear, it doesn't matter.
Do
Bear's going to take 2 hours to decide whether he wants a Corvette or a Civic.
Should have asked him, and then we could just go look at that article.
Corvette?
My God.
Corvette does burnouts.
Okay. $1989 Ferrari GTS Turbo. Been to
Italy.
Euro 75,000.
In Italia.
Huh.
I chose this one at first thinking
You needed a mustache?
that it was like a 308 or a 328 turbo. It's not.
Oh.
This is an Italian market, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. 2-liter V8.
Huh.
So this is a 208 Ferrari.
Why would you want that?
So in Italy, they have big taxes above 2 liters of displacement.
Right. But why would you want that?
I don't think I would. Although I do think it's interesting. So, you know, as a side note, my E30 M3, they did the Italian, what they call the Italian M3, which wasn't really an M3, but it was a 320 IS, which was a 2-liter version of the 4-cylinder that's in the E30 M3 and a regular E30 body, built strictly because when you go over that 2-liter thing, it gets a lot more expensive. So Ferrari built this as a tax break. Thought it was interesting.
A strange thing to do in a luxury car.
Oh, so apparently this was just called a GTS turbo.
Does it have a turbo?
Yes, it's turbocharged intercooled V8.
It's right there in the name.
Yeah, it says it right
Well,
there.
you never know about the 80s.
There you go.
I'm pretty sure if it says turbo,
It even says turbo on
there's
the
a
intake.
big thing on it that says turbo.
That's awesome.
I don't know.
And it looks like it's got ducts down to those NACA ducts on the side that feed
It's got
the
extra neckies.
top mount intercooler.
Huh.
And 251 horsepower.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty good out of a 2-liter.
I see lots of interest.
Is there?
From us?
Yeah.
Barely started.
I'm trying to
Sounds
decide.
kind of like that Civic we were just looking at.
Well, we didn't hear that Civic, but
Trying to decide if that sounds good or bad. And I think it sounds bad.
It sounded broken. No, this is depressing. Why are we watching
It
this?
sounds better from this end.
No, it doesn't.
It does.
this
Sounds
is
like a vacuum.
supposed to be a driving video.
On a gravel road?
I don't know. It says driving video.
Ooh, look how far it's driving.
I think it's driving off of the gravel road. Nope. It's just driving around the corner. What the hell?
God, people suck at making videos
Can we just
for
close
Bring
this?
a Trailer.
Why don't show us a video of it turning around in the grass and
It
the
should
rocks?
be called a shitty ass turnaround video.
It pulls forward and it backs up.
It does drive. Or at least
Barely.
it goes.
That's what you're buying.
I'm not buying it.
And it idles down the gravel road.
Well, that could be heavily gravity assisted.
It
Next.
does. I just saw
And
it.
pan to intermittent cloudy sky.
Yeah.
That's not the Ferrari I want.
Okay.
No.
So you're saying you like that Corvette better?
I do.
Yeah.
All right.
That's Mondial level of Ferrari. Ooh, I saw this.
Bullet style Ford Mustang fastback by Revology.
I like this.
Sold for $211,000.
Mm-hmm.
It's green.
Yep.
I believe these are a new body.
Yep.
It has a Gen 3 Coyote,
Yep.
10-speed automatic, carbon drive shaft, 8.8 rear, limited slip, adjustable coilovers. I think those are 17-inch American wheels.
American. I like it.
I also like it.
Brand new car.
However,
Brand spanky new.
Everything is new.
I don't like the interior that much.
Why? I like the interior. It's basically stock, just a little bolstered up. And the woofer.
I will say I've seen one of these Revology cars in person on the lift.
Yeah.
Crawled all over it.
Good.
Really nicely done.
Nice.
I was pretty impressed.
Huh.
There's some stuff, like some of the stuff under the hood you could probably do
like
better.
The plastic thing.
Right.
But
it's a lot of stock Ford parts.
Sure.
But that's also probably good.
Yeah. It's,
in the future.
Build them. Yeah.
You mean in terms of getting new ones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the advantage of a carbon fiber drive shaft?
Lighter.
Everything?
That's it. I think there's some harmonics and some other things that it does, but I think it's primarily just lighter.
Yeah.
That's why my truck has an aluminum drive shaft.
I dig it. Only thing I don't like is it's an automatic.
It is an automatic, and it's not really. It's not real.
Which makes
right
it
there.
Great.
It is not genuine.
I'm taking this over the Corvette. Corvette's got a fucking trophy.
Oh my God. It's got a trophy.
This thing.
How do you know?
You just swap a 6-speed.
How do you know your Corvette doesn't have a trophy?
I know this doesn't have a trophy.
Well,
yeah. How do you know this doesn't have a trophy?
Well, this is original paint, supposedly. So
that does have a trophy.
Well, that original paint's from like a year and a half ago.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Original paint Mustang.
Yeah.
Great. Disc brakes all the way around. The Vette had what? None?
Disc brakes all the way around.
Kinda.
I don't think you can kind of have disc brakes.
I mean, they kind of had Willwoods on there. No, this is better.
I like this, but I like the Corvette better.
Ooh, really?
That is a fact.
So I've got to pick between this and that Corvette.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
it's brand new.
The price might have. I prefer a manual transmission, which is weird because it looks like it has this shifter.
Right. Just take it back to
MSRP's $300.
Put a transmission in it for me, please.
I wonder how much that would cost.
And a pedal.
It doesn't have that shifter. It doesn't have either one of those shifters. It's got something different.
Uh-huh.
I wonder if you took that back to the people who built it and said, "Hey, can you put a manual gearbox in this?" What that would run you?
Might not be that expensive.
Well, if they kept the parts, maybe. I don't know. How old is the build?
Kept the parts.
Like if you could trade them the automatic for the
That's what I mean.
or something.
Yeah.
Well, you don't want it back. What the hell are you going to do with it?
Well, yeah, exactly.
I still don't think that would be cheap.
No, it wouldn't.
So your Corvette, he's Mustang.
That is apparently where we're sitting.
It's brand new, man. Burnouts for days.
I was going to say the price difference was massive.
$80,000.
But it's not. When we're in that price range. And I'd probably drive the hell out of that thing. Probably not as much the Corvette. I'm on a Mustang.
Well, it's your choice.
All right. 454 powered Chevy El Camino. 1870 in green.
Ish. That's like baby shit.
It's like
green.
Yeah, that's like the bottom of a shitty ocean green.
It's got a tonneau cover.
I don't like El Caminos.
For covering up the truck stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I don't have any fans.
No. You don't.
You're the one that wanted Utes.
Yeah. Good ones.
Okay.
Like there is such a thing.
You know, we just had one of these in the shop not too long ago.
Big block El Camino?
Yep.
Really?
Yep.
70?
Mm-hmm. Black. White stripes.
He could say that about anything, and we wouldn't know any better.
Yeah, but this one's true.
I'm not saying
It had
any of them
tonneau cover on
specifically aren't true, just that you could say that about anything, and there's no way to verify it.
Speaking of the shop, remind me to ask you a question about something I answered for you.
it. Okay. I won't answer
And
it.
said, yep, you can do it earlier today.
Perfect.
I vote Mustang.
Yep.
All right.
Mustang.
528 Hemi powered 68 Dodge Charger sold
Ooh,
for $182,000.
cheaper than a Mustang.
Mustang.
Ooh.
Look at that.
I don't like that.
Ooh.
No. I don't accept that.
Well, you cannot accept that all you like.
He just doesn't like the words at the top.
I don't like who made it.
I know, but look at it.
I'm looking at it.
528 cubes.
Hydraulic roller, Edelbrock aluminum heads. I didn't know they did a Hemi head. And a 950 carburetor. Strange engineering, Dana 60,
Damn.
Hotchkiss suspension.
Who picked this transmission package?
Isn't Edelbrock having problems?
I don't think so.
Who isn't having problems?
Fair enough. But I would be concerned about the
It's a 68 Charger.
about getting parts.
For the heads?
What?
Whatever. I just I don't
What are you talking
I
about?
don't like Chargers because they're Chargers and also because they're Dodges, and I don't like big blocks, which that is.
That's a Hemi.
Doesn't he like
don't-
big blocks?
I don't care about Hemi. All Hemis are Chryslers.
Huh?
It
I
just
think
doesn't,
80% of that last 45 seconds there was a lie.
it doesn't appeal to me. I'm sorry.
If this were a manual, it
Well,
would be hands down better than the Mustang.
the Mustang is also not a manual.
I know, but it's going to drive way nicer.
This has
than thing.
approximately 625 horsepower.
Yeah.
It's going to what?
The Mustang's going to drive way nicer than this
Why?
because it's got all new suspension.
So does this.
Where?
It's all Hotchkiss suspension.
Mm-hmm. I don't think that's good enough.
Compared to what?
Whatever the mystical, magical
So
Mustang had.
if you buy this thing, you are now in the Hemi Club, right?
With the Hemi brothers?
With the Hemi people.
And it's
Yeah.
a 3-speed.
And I feel like that's not a place that I wish to be grouped into.
It's got 625 Hemi horsepower.
Yeah, that is
don't
good.
How many gears do you need, Bear?
If it had a 6-speed manual behind those ponies,
Or a 5-speed.
that's not enough to contain all those ponies.
Well, if it was a
but
5-speed,
look at it.
there's fewer
I know it
gears.
looks
That's
good.
way better looking.
The wheel choices on point.
Look at those tires.
Yeah, and the taillights.
Uh-huh. And the stripes and the no vinyl top.
Yeah,
So I'm just going to throw this out here because
It's general blackness.
so you can be mad at me.
Go ahead.
That car, Dodge Chargers in general, looked to me like the designers went, meh, good enough.
No.
They just don't look,
That's-
they're uninspired.
I hope there's
got all
somebody
sorts of
that's
stuff.
I hope there's somebody that's listened to all of these episodes. Because then they know the truth about you.
That I don't like Chrysler.
Well, that's all there is. You just don't
Yeah.
like Chrysler.
But in
you-
particular,
you
Because
like
that is
big
a
blocks.
great looking
I don't
car.
like big blocks.
You do.
Great looking car with great styling.
It's not.
And you just hate it
Yeah.
because it's a
just-
Dodge.
No, it's just
Yeah.
very mediocre.
That's it.
It's got a
not.
mediocre profile.
No,
It just doesn't look. It
it's
doesn't
not
have.
mediocre at all.
It's
Could
not,
be a
it's not
Pontiac
aesthetically
Charger.
put together.
And you'd think totally separate
Yep.
thing.
Yep. If that said
don't think I
Oldsmobile
would.
on it, you'd be like, oh, I like that.
I don't think that's the case.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What's that silver thing on the side of the hood? Is that an indicator
Huh?
or side of the fender? I'm
Oh,
sorry.
the fender.
Yes.
Yeah.
Turn signal.
Yeah, I think
Come on, Bear.
3 speeds is not enough.
Okay.
I need more speeds, man.
Yeah.
Well, you get 10 with the
I'm
Mustang,
going Mustang.
Going Mustang. And
Yep.
you were?
obviously.
Obviously, what?
Well, he hates Dodges. He'll never pick a Chrysler product.
It's unlikely. Well, you know what? I like the Dodge. I like the Power Wagon.
Although to be fair, you picked that Plymouth last week.
Yeah, you did.
I don't remember what you're talking
We
about.
have
The
proof.
street rod. You were like, I didn't pick that.
I don't think I did pick that.
You picked it.
Yep. It
See,
was
here's the thing. When you send me an email with your picks on it, I can click on them again.
Yep.
And it
And it
was
was on
number
there.
1.
Fine.
It was the first one you sent.
Very well.
Yep.
I pick a lot of things I don't like.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we know.
I'm Mustang on this.
All right. Well,
Look at that fender. It's terrible.
on that disappointment, a really great car this week.
It's a phenomenal
Those are both
car.
great cars.
They are.
But that one looks good.
It looks good. It's green. The only thing with those two cars, man, manuals would have been so much better.
Yep.
Well, I would agree.
That thing's probably a blast to drive.
Yep. Like I said, I actually have seen one of those. They did a really nice job.
Toodles.
Like and subscribe and comment and all that junk.
If you haven't commented yet, tell Soren
How wrong he is about that.
he needs a
Charger.
haircut.
And he needs a haircut.
I'll tell you how right I am about it before you get to telling me how wrong you are about it.
Not if you do the comment. Not if they comment before you do.
Well, I watch it right when it comes out.
Thanks for watching.